Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Reality Consult, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to practically demonstrate how to display raster data on Arcgis desktops or the different display options available for raster data on Arcgis desktop. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to convert digital elevation models to Hillshade. Secondly, you should be able to structure data based on different symbology. Thirdly, you should be able to perform spatial interpolations in Arcgis. And finally, you should be able to show the slope of a hill or the face of a hill. Let's get started. Before you start this tutorial, you should have a digital elevation model. And this is my digital elevation model of Kohu, a town in Ghana. As I indicated, we are going to first convert this digital elevation model to Hillshade. And what is a Hillshade? A Hillshade is a technique that has a lightening effect on the map with different variation with respect to elevations. So we are going to use a tool in Arcgis desktop to convert this digital elevation model to Hillshade. And this tool can be accessed through Arcgis toolbox. When you go to Arcgis toolbox, you go to Spatial Analyst Tools, and there you come to Surface and look for Hillshade, and this Hillshade. Double click on it, and the Hillshade dialog opens. Let's pick our raster data, and here you save it to where you want to save it. I'm saving it on default geodatabase. Then click console. Azimuth, that's optional 315, altitude optional 405, and Z factor optional, which is 1. Leave the remaining settings as it is. Then you click on OK and wait for the processing to be conducted. Sometimes it takes a little while. That's wonderful. Our processing has been completed, and this is our Hillshade. This is our Hillshade. This is our Hillshade. This is our Hillshade. For us to have a hypsometric tinting of this raster data, we can change the symbology of our original raster data, which is this. Go to properties, come to symbology, and let's look for more brighter color. Something like this, and click apply. Okay, and now let's put it above the Hillshade, so to overlay it. Let's zoom out. So let's change the transparency of the original dataset. Come to display, change the transparency to 50%, no, 50, 50. Apply, and this is it. That is it. We can have, or we can see hypsometric tinting of the raster data. But our raster data seems to be jagged. It seems to be disjointed. And this is where the resampling methods will come in, or the resampling technique will come in. So now let's carry out the resampling. Resampling simply refers to changing the resolution of a raster data or image based on pixel values of the original image or data. So that is resampling. And let's right click on this and go to properties. Under the display type, we have resample during display using. In Arcgis, there are 4 recognized resampling methods. We have the nearest neighbor for discrete data. We have bilinear interpolation for continuous data. We have cubic convolution for continuous data and majority for discrete data. With respect to the nearest neighbor, the resample data acquired the same values of its nearest neighbor of the original data. So with this, sometimes there are some small errors that's usually introduced, and because of the small errors, we have jag or disjointed image. As we can see, the first operation was done by default using the nearest neighbor. So with respect to the bilinear interpolation, it refers to the average weighted or the weighted average of 4 pixels of the nearest with respect to the original data. With this, it produces a more smoother image and it introduces new pixel values. So that is the bilinear interpolation. And now we go to cubic convolution. Cubic convolution is the weighted average of 16 pixels of its nearest with respect to the original dataset. So with this, it produces images that are more sharper than the bilinear interpolation, and it does not have a disjointed image as in the nearest neighbor. So with this, for the purposes of displaying data, let's use the cubic convolution, which is more sharper and have lesser distortion, disjoint of the original image. So you see there has been tremendous cleaning of the data, and it has eliminated those disjointed jags or parts of this image. So that is a little bit about spatial interpolation. So now we have to construct a flow or a face of a hill, and to do this you need a tool in Arcgis desktop known as the Arcgis. So it can also be accessed similar to what we've done earlier on about the Hillshade. You go to Arc Toolbox, you go to Spatial Analysis, come to Surface, and then you look for Arcgis. Double click on it. aspect dialog will open. You put the input raster, which is our original raster image. Choose the place that you want to save it. I'm saving it on default database, and leave the rest as it is, and then click OK. Very colorful, and it's well done, the aspect. So with respect to this aspect, I want to really show the flow direction or the face of a hill. And with this, first of all, we have to convert the original raster data into vector data. So go to properties, then go to symbology, come to vector, and under vector, let's show we want to show the direction component. This is magnitude component, which is this, and direction component. Click on the three dots, or is the three dots, and then choose aspective for aspect. Choose aspect, click OK, click apply, and click OK. So we have created the flow directions. So when you turn off the aspect, you will see the flow directions. So when you turn it on, you can still see them, but because of the brighter of the aspect image, you cannot see them very well. So but let's put it above the aspect. You see them, the arrows are shown, you see them, but they are blue arrows. But let's dehighlight or deselect the aspect, and let's put the Hillshade on it. Have you seen? It shows the directions of the flow or the face of a hill. So this basically, that is how to construct a flow with respect to a hill. So now I want to introduce a new aspect or a tool or another method of displaying data by showing the pixel values on the table of context. Because sometimes when you are zooming, the resolution of the image reduces, and you want to see the extent at which you are either zooming in or zooming out. So with respect to this, when you come to go to properties, and then come to display option, display raster resolution in table of contents, then click on this and click on OK. Click on OK. You see, as we are zooming in, the ratio also changes. 1 is to 0.069. 1 on the screen is to 0.069. So as you zoom in, there are changes with respect to the resolution of the pixels. So thank you very much for watching this video. On this video, I clearly demonstrate how to display raster data on Arcgis desktop. I take you through a little bit of spatial interpolation, where we tackle on nearest neighbor, cubic convolution, and bilinear interpolation. And we also show how to convert digital elevation models to Hillshade. We also tackle on how to deal with or show the face of a hill. Thank you very much for watching this video. To see more videos of this nature, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload new video. Thank you very much. All the best.